Stacy, we are live and I'm making you host.
All right. I will make you co-host. Here you go. All
Thank you,
right.
Stacy.
Oh, I see they have the waiting room again. Max, are you handling that? Yes. Okay. Great. Good morning, everyone. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Great to be here on this fine Wednesday.
Good to be with you, Stacy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. What is it? Beata?
Beata.
Beata. Oh, that's beautiful. Beata. Okay. Beata. Hi, Arnita. I see you. Susan, good morning. Ed at the beach. Hey there. And CJ, Jackie, Pat, and Lynn. Welcome. Sandra, Martha, Petra, Sherry, Myrna, Carol, Sherry, Janie, Karen, Alma. Great to see you guys.
Morning.
I hope some of you have some sunshine today. The sun is out here in central Pennsylvania.
It's quite crisp in Michigan.
Yes, it is a bit crisp here too, but
that's all right. Good sleeping weather.
Yes, and at least there isn't humidity, which we all
Thank you.
have pretty bad humidity. Yep, it's so good to see everybody here. We have 29 of you already here, and I think we have 79 signed up. So a full class this morning for some weight training. We will be doing our weight training seated. As you can see, I have my chair ready to go. The seated weight training is heavily focused on the upper body. We do a lot of shoulder work, upper back, some mid and lower back. And because we are flexing forward and sitting back up in the chair, that also involves our hips and our buttocks or the glutes. So all those muscles will be engaged. If we have time, we do a tiny little bit of leg work, but just as a warning, it is heavily on the upper body and shoulders. And I'll do my best to get your shoulders warmed up and ready for that and show you all the modifiers so you can approach it at your own pace and at your own fitness level. So I'm going to go ahead with 33 of you here checked in. I'm going to go ahead and share my slides so we can get started. So welcome to Morning Fitness. Today's class focuses on seated strength training. And it's a wonderful Wednesday to start your day strong with this fitness class. I'll be your guide this morning. My name is Stacy, and I'm from Pennsylvania. Along with a master's degree in counseling psychology, I've been teaching fitness since the mid-1980s when I first became certified. I love fitness and everything about it, and especially answering questions from other adults who are interested in health, wellness, and improving their general fitness level. Get Set Up is a training and educational platform that helps you learn useful things from people just like yourself so you can do these wonderful and amazing things. And remember, we do learn from one another. So ideally, you will allow me a glimpse into your home and your workout space. This is a no judgment zone. It doesn't matter if you combed your hair this morning or if you're rocking a ponytail like me. Not looking at that. What I like to see is this. When I see a little bit of movement, when I look out at my screen from my chair, I'm happy to see that you're working out with me. You can request a recording of today's session by emailing help@getsetup.io. And if you're joining by the live stream, remember the best way to participate is to fully register and join us for class that way. Get Set Up is not paid to promote any specific products or services. Be sure to check with your doctor prior to starting any new exercise program, especially if you have any health conditions, if you take medications, if you're recovering from an accident or an injury or an illness. And if your doctor has specifically told you that you should limit your exercise intensity or range of motion, you be sure to follow your doctor's advice and not anything I show or demonstrate in my class. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight myself so that you all can see me more easily. And you know that means I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit. I thought I had it, but I want to get a little bit more of my feet in there. I think that'll work. So I have my throw pillows handy as an optional modifier. When we do some forward flexing exercises, hinging from the hips, and we're working our shoulders, you may not want to spend that whole time resting on your arm, as I demonstrated there. So if you are able to have a couple of throw pillows handy, when we get to that point, I'll show you how to use them. Be sure to have your water handy. It's important to drink before, during, and after your exercise classes. So seated on your chair, and hopefully you have a non-slip mat on the chair, which is like a shelf liner that you can buy in the kitchen section of any department store. Sit about midpoint from the back side of the chair to the front edge. Make sure you're square in the chair with your hips firmly planted, facing forward, knees are front, shin bones are also facing forward while your knees are bent at 90-degree angle and your feet are on the floor, toes facing forward in the same direction as your knees to avoid any twisting. And if I recommend in any time during the exercise that you place your thigh over the edge of the chair, make sure that your foot is also at that same angle so we're not twisting the knee. But for the most part, we'll be in this position, thighs facing forward. Let's inhale up and get ready. Letting your body know that we're about to start having some activity and movement. You're going to fill your diaphragm and your chest is lifting, taking in fresh air, and exhale. On this next inhale, notice how your rib cage lifts. And as you exhale, I want you to concentrate on keeping your rib cage in that lifted position. In that position, you are holding your abdominal muscles tight and bracing your core. And that's what I want, but you have to be sure that you continue to breathe at a normal rate and rhythm while you are in that lifted diaphragm, tightened abdominal position, okay? So let's start working a little bit with loosening up the neck and shoulders. Chin over the shoulder, looking to your right. Rest of the body faces forward and you're breathing. Rotate again, the neck faces forward, continue over to the other side, chin over the shoulder. Is your rib cage still lifted? And release, head tilt, ear over the shoulder now, but your head is facing forward. Make sure that rib cage is still lifted. Takes a lot of concentration. Head upright and over to the other side. And back up, facing forward. Now let's engage the rest of the torso with a rotation from above the waist. Turn to the side, placing your hands one on the side of the chair and one on the side of your thigh. Hold that rotated position with a twist through your waist area. Chest is lifted. Relax those shoulders. Keep breathing. And release through the center position and continue the rotation around to the other side. Holding on one hand against your thigh, the other against the seat of the chair or wherever is comfortable for you. With a little additional pressure from your hands, you can increase that rotation ever so slightly, fully engaging that twist stretch. And release. Let's engage the shoulders a little bit with a rotation around to the back. Keeping it very small. This range of motion starts small and slowly. What you're doing right now is waking up the shoulders and encouraging the lubrication of those joints so that as we do our weight-bearing shoulder exercises with our light hand weights, you won't add additional stress and strain to the joint, and you'll be actually using the muscles. So make sure your joints are fully lubricated, and remember, only enlarge this range of motion to the point that you do not experience crackling, popping, grinding, or any other discomfort in your shoulders. Let's reverse direction now. And again, start very small, starting small, rotating around to the front, slowly and consistently with this movement. There's intention here, and the intention is for you to determine where are the discomfort areas in your shoulder range of motion. Bigger, make those circles larger if you are able. And we're going to relax one more and relax right here. Shoulder isolation. So with the hands down by the side, you're going to just lift one shoulder up to the ears and return. Same one. We're going to do 4 to each side. This is a shoulder isolation, lifting up and return. Lift and return. One more. Lift and return. Let's go forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. One more. Forward and back. And let's address the other shoulder. First with the lifts. An isolated lift means you're focusing on just that shoulder. Return. lift and return. It's coming straight up toward the ear and down, lift and return. Now forward and back for 4. Forward and back. Forward and back. 2 more. Forward and back. Forward and back. Very nice. And finally, to wake up the waist area and the oblique muscles, I want you to place your hands right here on your hips, and let's just do a very gentle side tilt and return. Alternate sides. Side tilt and return. Now this time, can you tilt a little further? Tilt and return. Relax your shoulders. Tilt and return. I found myself hunching my shoulders. I thought I would remind you too. A little bit further if you can. Tilt and return. Keep your torso facing forward on this movement. Tilt and return. Here's the last one. To the side and up. Other side and up. Wonderful. Let's reach up nice and tall and hinge forward from the hips. Now we're going to work on a little bit of hip flexibility through your hips to determine where you are for the weight bearing exercises. When you reach the extent that you can fold forward with a lengthened spine and a flat back, I want you to release your spine and drop into a smooth curve right over top of your thighs. Hands reaching down toward the floor. And when you've reached that point, allow your head to fall. And return, starting with the lifting of the head and coming up into the lengthened flat back position and slowly coming up into the upright position. Let's go one more time. Start with a lift. Chest is lifted, long lengthened spine. As you go forward, imagine that you're trying to reach out as far as you can reach. But when you have hinged as far as you can with a flat back, allow your back to round over top of your thighs, rolling down into a drop position with a smooth C curve from the tailbone to the shoulders, and then drop your head. Breathe and return, lifting up with the head and the neck, coming up into that flat back position right here, and continuing all the way up into the upright position. Fabulous. Let's grab some weights and say good morning to our back. So if you picked up on that, we're doing the exercise that's called good mornings. So the first level of good mornings is simply with your hands on your thighs, because the exercise is just a bow with a flat back, hinging from the hips, forward and recover. Forward and recover. So if you have your hands right here, you have a little bit of assist coming up. If you need more, hold on to the seat of the chair as you go forward and use your arms to pull yourself back up. Feeling stronger in your back? Place the weights right here on your hips. Go forward and return. Really want to use a lot of energy this morning? Put those weights here on your shoulders. Open your elbows and let's do 8. Forward and up. You can control how far you hinge forward as long as you're keeping a flat back, your tummy's tight. And as you start the recover from this position, when you're all the way forward, as you start to come up, feel that squeeze start in your hips and then goes into the lower back and mid back. Finally, the upper back is engaged. Forward and come up. Beautiful. Forward and up. Nice strong backs help with posture, help prevent falls. Keep us younger, really. 4 more. And up. I hope you're smiling and having a good time with me. Forward and up. 2 more. And up. forward, and up. Great. Let's move on to our seated deadlifts. So again, for this exercise, we're going to be using those same set of muscles, but we're working in opposition to the way we did for good mornings. So while good mornings were forward and up, our deadlifts are up and then down. So we start with the weights down here on the floor. I'm able to reach them down here all the way and still keep my back flat, but I'm going to lift just slightly and start at my shoulders. I have my palms facing to the back, and I'm going to just lift, bringing the weights up to my knees with straight arms and return. Lift and return. Bring it up and return. You can modify this by making a much smaller range of motion. And return. Lift and return. Bring it up. Nice and strong. Chest is lifted on that top position. And return. Flat back in the low position. Bringing it up and down. We have just 3 more right here. Lift and down. Lift and down. Here's the last one. Woo! Lift and return. Great. I'm using 3-pound weights, by the way, so they're not heavy at all. 2s or 1s are just as fine. I'm going to just use 1 weight now, and I want you to grab your pillows if you have them and need them. And let me show you first. So the way we're going to hold our body is in a flat back forward flexion and supporting your back with your bent arm across your thighs. Now, this gets tiring, to be honest. So if your arm and shoulder aren't ready for that, this is very helpful. In fact, I like to use it myself. That allows me to really concentrate on this shoulder and not kind of focus on how much this one is hurting from holding my body in this position. So here we are. I have my arm underneath the pillow, supporting myself with my forearm resting against my thighs just above my knees. And the arm with the weight is hanging straight down. And we're going to do pull-ups right here into the armpit. These are called rows. So we're doing a rowing motion, pulling up and down. Some people call them pull-ups. Either way. And we are hinged forward. If you were doing this in a standing position and hinging forward from your hips, we would call it a bent over row or a bent row. So we're doing it seated. Same thing as weightlifters would do in the gym standing. Working those shoulders. 2 more. And here's the last one. Let's do our Superman lift to the front, right here, and then the same thing to the side, right here. These are flies, and then to the back. So forward, I have my palm down. I lift about shoulder height. To the side, again, palm down, lifting about shoulder high. And to the back, palm faces inward, and I'm lifting, whatever you call that, shoulder high, but I'm bent over. All right, so it's front, side, and back. We're doing 8, but we've already done 2 on the demo. So we just have 5 more at this point. And my elbow is slightly bent, not locked. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And here's the last one. You can smile, it's the last one on this side. Woo! All right, let's switch over to the other side. So I'm putting the weight now in my other hand, switching arms to rest my forearm right here on my thighs above my knees. The weight is down by my ankle and I'm gonna pull it up right there into the armpit. Pull up. I still have my palm facing inward. My back is flat, long, lengthened. Lift and pull it up. Elbow nice and high on this move. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that on the other side. Lifting, 4 more. 3 more right here. 2 more. And last one. And let's go right into lifting forward, side, and back. And we're doing 8 of these. And you're keeping it within your comfortable range of motion. So maybe you're not lifting shoulder high, and that's okay. Every little bit is helping to strengthen. Lifting and side and back. Good. Are we smiling yet? Having fun? Woo! And back. Forward, side, and back. 2 more. Forward, side, and back. Here's the last one. Forward, side, and back. Good. All right, I think we can put those pillows aside. We're going to do the rest of our shoulder work upright, staying with just holding one weight, and opening those legs a little bit with your knees pointing right over the front corners of the chair. Let's do a giant swing. I'm holding on to each end of my little dumbbell here, and I'm just going to start with my arms down low and lift up overhead and return. Now don't force this lift too far back. I want you to keep the lift slow enough that you are in control the whole time, and stop when the weight is just at the edge of your peripheral vision, not back here. So let's do 8 of these with control. 7. Feel this in your whole back as those shoulders are lifting. You may also feel this in your chest. Lift and return. Lift. 4 more. Make sure your ribs are lifted, diaphragm is lifted, abs are tight. 2 more. Last one. Woo! All right. Keeping your legs in this position for additional support, we're going to do circle swings. So for this exercise, you can hold with both hands, hold one end of the dumbbell, start on the outside of your right thigh, and we're going to just circle around to the other side and then reverse. Circle around to the other side. Got it? Let's do 8. Circle around. Keep the range of motion within your comfort level. Circle around to this side. Now this involves a very slight torso twist. So you're now engaging your oblique muscles, which are the ones that run along the side of your waist. Those are being engaged along with the muscles of your back and shoulders. This is great for engaging a lot of muscles at the same time. And I love exercises that are multi-purpose. and around. Wonderful. Let's do 4 more in each direction. 3 more. 2 more. And here's the last one. Woo! All right, excellent. Now we're gonna grab the other weight. I'm gonna go lighter and grab my 2s because we're gonna do a little bit more shoulder work in the upright position. So you're gonna feel this differently, but it's the same exercise that we did in the bent over position, and that is the front, side, and back raises. Keeping this within your own comfortable range of motion, lifting forward, side, and back. Front, lifting just a shoulder high or a little bit lower, and back. Diaphragm lifted, you're breathing, and although you're working your shoulders, your neck is relaxed, yes? Oh, I see your weights moving, warms my heart. Sit up nice and tall in your chair. And back. Can we do 4 more? And 3 more. Just 2 more. And here's the last one. And back. All right. We're going to do our Arnold press. No, let's do alternating overhead presses. So starting with the weights right here, right in front of your shoulders. Again, get your body in your good postural position, sitting up nice and tall. Back long, lengthen spine. One arm goes up and then the other. So alternating, smooth and controlled movement. Keep the weight slightly in front of your body, right here. That's for the protection of your shoulders. Lifting and return. 4 more to each side. Three more. Two more. And here's the last one. Now we'll do Arnold presses. They start with weights down here by your hips, and it starts with a biceps curl. Elbows tight by your side, curl up to the shoulders, lift overhead, return to the shoulders and down to the starting position. Curl, extend, return, and down. Yeah, 6 more. Up. Make sure you're breathing. And up. And down. 4 more. And 3. Two more. And here's the last one. Great. We're going to just use one weight, so use your lightest. Put one down. Remember that goalpost position? We're going to do one arm goalpost, and I've got a light weight in my hand, and I just want to do that crossover and tap my hip and return. Crossover, tap my hip, and return. We do this sometimes in the core class with the ball. But here's how it feels with a little bit of added weight for some tension. And return. Crossover, tap, keeping the elbow bent. Return to goalpost. Cross over and up. 3 more. 2 more. And here's the last one. Woo! All right, let's switch arms. Here's the goalpost arm, starting out, keeping the elbow bent, just cross over, tap the hip and return. Tap and return. Sitting up nice and tall. Tap and return. Keep that movement smooth and controlled. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Last one. Nice. All right. So we did both arms with that. Now we're going to go into biceps and triceps. So typically your biceps are a stronger muscle. So if you want to go a little bit heavier on the biceps work, here's your opportunity. Maybe you could do the first set with heavier weights and then go lighter with each set. We're going to do 3 sets of biceps in different hand positions, slightly different hand and arm positions. I'm going up to 5s here. Sitting a little bit farther forward in my chair so I have the room to put my weights right here down by my hips without banging into the chair. So the first arm position, elbows tight by the waist always, but I'm having my palms face forward. And let's do 8. Smooth and controlled. Right here, 8, 7. Chest is lifted, 6. Long neck. And 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And last one right here. Switching hand position now. With your palms in toward your body, we're going to do 8 hammer curls. So see the different position as I lift those weights? And 7. 6. 5. 4 more. 3. 2 more. Last one. All right, the next set, we're going to start with our arms. Here, let me face you just a little bit. So our normal biceps curl starts at the hips and curls straight up. And if I asked you to stop in the middle, the weights would be directly out from your waist. But for this set, I want you to just open slightly. So your weights are slightly wider than directly in front of your waist. Maybe they're just right out a little bit past your shoulders. And from this position, we'll just do the curls right here. So it's just the top curl, the top half of the curl. And the arms are a little bit wider open, but the elbows are still tight by your waist. And you're going to feel that just a slightly different way in your biceps. 4 more. And 3. 2. And last one. And release. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the 5s down and go back to my 2s for triceps. And for the triceps work today, we're going to you can sit just slightly forward to give your arms enough range of motion. I think without needing a pillow, we're not really hinging forward. We're just a little bit, just trying to give ourselves room, really. So you lift your elbows high. Weights are here by your waist to start. I find it helpful to stagger my feet when I'm sitting this way. I don't know if that's something you might be comfortable doing, but it's certainly acceptable if you feel comfortable like that. And we're just going to extend, straightening the elbow, weights out and in, out and in. 4 more. 3. 2 more. Last one. Let's do 8 more. Woo! 8. And 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2 more. Last one. Release. With these weights down by your side, I want you to just press to the back. And as you press back, and I have my palms facing backward, but I'm slowly lifting my arms up a little bit higher each time, and then reversing back down. These are tiny little pulses, pressing to the back. Press, 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 press. Just a couple more. Palms front, same thing. Press forward. Tiny little presses. Tiny, really little, pushing forward. That's it. Press, press, press. As you're slowly lifting those arms to the side. Right here, and press. 2, 3. Take it down. Nice and slow. Make sure your chest is lifted. You're breathing. Excellent. Let's lift those arms with very light weights right out from the side. Palms are up. And let's just do a little bit of an arm rotation. Palms down and up. Forward and up. Palms down. Rotate. Forward and up. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Chest is lifted. Last one. And release. Right here, very gently. Lift up and return. Lift up and return. Nice and gently. Up and return. Lift and lower. 4 more. 3. 2 more. And last one. And return. Nice and slow. All right, let's do a couple of leg exercises before we stretch. I'm going to grab my 3-pound weights to rest right here on my thighs, just above my knees, resting right here to add a little bit of extra tension. We're going to do some heel raises, exercising our calf muscles. So lift and lower, just lifting the heels. Keep your toes down on the floor. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Strengthening the lower legs, the calf muscles, and the muscles through your foot. Strengthening all the connective tissue around your ankle. lift and lower. 4 more. 3. 2 more. Last one. Let's do a heel tap in front. That's just a little bit of a leg extension, extending your leg out, unbending your knee so that the heel just reaches forward. We're just doing 8 with one side and then 8 with the other. 4, 3, 2, last one. Other leg for 8, stretch it out. 7, sitting tall. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and here's the last one. 8, heel raises. 8, 7, 6, 5 more. 4, 3 more. 2, and here's the last one, and one more set of heel taps in front. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Other leg for 8, heel, and 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2 more, and here's the last one. Woo! Right there. All right, go ahead and put those weights down. Sitting up nice and tall, let's do some of our stretching. Inhale up, fold forward, flat back, reaches out, release and drop. Smooth curl. Head hangs down. And reverse, bringing it back up, using your hands to press back up into that seated position. And let's do some of our neck turns to the side, chin over the shoulder, forward, other side, and forward. One more time, chin to the side, right over the shoulder, look forward, over the other shoulder, and forward. Inhale up, reach long, stretch forward, 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 nice and long, flat back, and release, roll down. Drop your head. Use your arms to press back up into that seated upright position. Torso rotation to the side, holding on to the side of your thigh. One hand perhaps is on the chair. Just hold that twisted stretch and release. Other side. And release. One more time to each side. Take that gentle twist, holding on to the side of the chair, the side of your thigh, or both. Make sure you're breathing and your chest is lifted to fully deepen that stretch and access the muscles that we're targeting. And release. Come through center, go right over to the other side with the twisting just above the waist as the torso winds to the side. And release. Let's do our letter stretch. Remember, it's Y, W, T, and L. Sitting up nice and tall with your arms up by your ears in a V position. Your back is long and lengthened. You want to press the arms back behind the midline of your body. So think about upper arms going behind your ears, pressing back. And then pull down, elbows down, down and back, thumbs pointing to the back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Nice and tall. Feel that contraction of your shoulder blades as they slide in toward your spine. Release the arms out to the side, palms down. Continue pressing back behind the midline of the body to get the full advantage of opening your chest and squeezing the muscles in the back, contracting the muscles responsible for good, strong, upright posture. And then elbows into your sides. Again, palms are up, thumbs pointing back. Chest is lifted. And release. One more time. Wide. Tall, lengthened. Access those muscles, feeling those shoulder blades slide together. Elbows down and back, behind the midline of the body, working that posture. Arms out to the side, palms down, pressing back behind the midline of the body. Elbows into the waist, palms up, forearms squeezing, pressing, trying to reach behind that center line of the body. Feel that contraction in your shoulder blades. And smile. This is a happy time. Strengthening our posture and release. Nice job. Hands out in front. Show me your palms. And show me your manicure. Palms up, palms down. Palms up, palms down. One more time. Palms up. And down, side to side. So fingertips in toward one another. Lengthen your arms, but not with elbows locked. And then open. Here it is. Palms are in. Palms are open. Palms in, thumbs are up. And open. One more time. Palms in and open. Let's do a little hula. Rotate your hands, relax your elbows, make nice circles toward the outside, and reverse. Circle in. Relax your arms, relax your wrists. Nice. And forward with your hands, clasp your hands, interlace your fingers, and if you're able, turn it inside out and show me your palms with your fingers interlaced. And if you're okay with this, your wrists, elbows, and shoulders, see if you can lift this stretch right up overhead. Right here. And release. Now I'm going to turn around and show you some stretches to the back. So first, take your hands, the back of your hands resting right here at your waist, palms out. And then press your shoulders back. And if you're good with that, slide it in a little further. Forearms crossing one another. Can you hold on? and release. Great stretch for the shoulders, the front area of the shoulders. Stay with me while we do just a little bit of breath work. And I'll give you some positive affirmations to take with you through today. Be sure you have your water. Again, I didn't prompt you to drink water during the class. I hope you remembered. All right. Let's start with this one. Do it this way. Begin to bring your attention to your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your rib cage with every inhale and exhale. And I want you to focus on drawing in positive thoughts and feelings with every inhale. And as you exhale, let go of the dark, gloomy, worrisome, anxiety, all of those fears that you have. Just let that go. With this next inhale, imagine the air that you draw in is a glorious color of your choice today. And if you feel so inclined, tell me what that color is in the chat, and I'll see it at the end of class. My color today is a soft, soothing pink. I need the soothing comfort today of a warm pink cloud. And I'm drawing that in with my inhale for positivity, optimism, joy, and gratitude. Because no matter how troublesome things are, I am grateful to be here alive and with you this morning. So see what you think of some of these thoughts for today. Maybe some of them will resonate with you. I release all feelings of worry and guilt. Just for today, maybe just for this moment, I allow myself to release all feelings of worry and guilt. I am grateful for all that I am and all that I have. I am grateful. I am good enough. Just as I am right here today, without making any changes, I am good enough. And finally, perhaps just for this moment, but hopefully for the rest of today, I am at peace. I am at peace. I hope you are too. Thank you for joining me for this class this morning. Stay with me while I share my closing slides. I hope you had a great workout. I did. All right. Thank you so much for being with me today, as with every morning fitness class. I love that you're here and we have this wonderful workout community. Remember, you can share your experience on social media if you're active on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, by using the hashtag #GetSetUp or the @ @GetSetUp if your particular social media prefers the @. And if you're not on social media, don't worry about it. You can email Liz directly, liz@getsetup.io, and she can share your stories on social media. Look for some other movement classes. There's quite a bit being offered today. I checked. I definitely saw the Ageless Grace class coming up later this morning, and a couple different yoga classes, one being taught by Binda, another one by Christina. And then my next classes tomorrow, Thursday, balance and flexibility, and Friday is fitness combo and core training. And we're working on getting that schedule changed for Fridays, because this Friday, again, the core training is at 8 o'clock and it's supposed to be at 9:15, but we're going to get that worked out, I think, starting next week. So I'm so thankful you all have patience, because it's a process. Be on the lookout for the email that will come from Get Set Up. Will contain some key takeaways from today's class and highlight some other classes that might be of interest to you. There will also be a link where you're encouraged to provide feedback. And remember, I read all the feedback. So thank you. Thank you for your comments and suggestions. I do my best to implement your suggestions, and I appreciate your comments. Remember, you can refer your friend now to Get Set Up by looking for this screen. It's the Invite a Friend screen that comes up right after you book your class. Click on that, enter your friend's email address, and then click on the orange tab to send that email. Your friend will then automatically get an email inviting them to join and register with Get Set Up. Here's the important email for you to remember. It's help@getsetup.io. And that's the email that you want to use to request a recording of today's session, or to let us know you would like to host an interest group, to suggest a new class, or to share the organization in your community, like a senior living, assisted care, or government organization that you would like us to try and partner with. We are already partnered with numerous organizations across the country, but we'd love to be in your community as well. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today. I had fun, and I hope you did too, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Stacy. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.